Let's do another quick custom. It's going to be a really complicated parts list for this one. We're going to do a mini comic Ram Man, or I guess Cardback Ram Man is more accurate. So what we're going to need for this one is a Ram Man. Alright, that's it. We're going to need Ram Man, some paint. So we'll disassemble him. I believe his knees, or just like any other figure's knees. So we'll get some hot water going, pull these out, and then we'll go over all the sanding points. And back. Something interesting to learn. His legs don't come off. So I soaked him in hot water for about 10 minutes. They wouldn't come off, so I had to sand him as is. Thankfully, it doesn't appear there's too many rub spots we have to worry about. I did sand underneath the arms. That area rubs, and it looks like it still will, but this should hopefully help some. I did it on both sides. And some on the inner part of the knee, both front and back. Our biggest rub problem is going to be this band interacting with right up here. Like that. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Realistically, the only way we're going to know is to try it. So we're just going to go as is. I'm going to wash them off. I'm not sanding down much else because there's actually a decent amount of fine detail work on Ram Man. But there is a slight pattern and texture to the plastic, which I think the paint should grab just fine. So we're going to go wash them up. Normally I would submerge things in hot water, hot soapy water. I'm not doing that with Ram Man because of his action feature. We want to make sure it still works. So I'm just going to be using an old toothbrush to go in the hot water itself, hot soapy water, and just scrub them off. That should be good enough. We'll come back and we'll start painting them with some multi-surface paints, and we'll see if it works. Alright, we have mid-paint job update here. And bad camera angles, but it works. So right now, unfortunately, because his knees were not able to be disassembled like normal Origins figures, required a lot of back and forth sanding to get in there. What I would normally do is take a Dremel and very lightly in the inside of the knee right there, not the disc of the knee itself, but the leg part, I would grind that out so the disc has free clearance. I can't do that because of the tunic, or whatever you like to call this. So I have to keep going back in with a file and grinding these down slightly so they have free room to clear. They still work just fine. So, got him washed off the dust. Get back to that. The orange is taking many, many coats. I'm not showing them all because it'd be incredibly boring. But I figured orange would have very poor coverage, even over red, because for the most part, the yellow to red spectrum has bad coverage as far as paint goes. So, probably about another 2-3 coats. It's going on to plastic very well. Feels great. So that's not a problem. And then I need to clean it off with silver. I could have tried to tape it and mask it off, but I just didn't. So I need a couple more coats on this, a couple more coats on this. The boots are really nice. I'll just have to do some final cleanup. The brown worked great. And need a final silver coat on the belt. And we'll hopefully have them done soon. Well, that wasn't easy as I hoped, but I got him done. I had to cut a lot of footage because what I thought would be an easy job, especially if these knees were removed, was not. There is a lot of area under there that can catch it. Probably able to see it on camera very well, but on both the front and back, there are two little tabs on each side, which I guess hold it together when being put together, that you need to pretty much grind down if they're going to take the paint off the inner knee. That was a pain. The amount of times I had to go and sand it again and again and again until it actually functioned, it's quite high. But it seems to be working now. As far as I can tell, everything seems pretty decent. His incredible knee articulation here. So, we will now put him together. This is a very tough build. This is a hard build. I'm going to try to do it on camera. This is a difficult one. Watch this. That was tough. That was a hard job. But he's together now. And we'll see if it will focus. It probably won't. So we now have a Cardback Ram Man. Or a Fall Ram Man. Whatever you want to call him. I accidentally referred to him as Mini Comic Ram Man earlier, even though that's not correct. That would be Ram Man with still the red tunic and the more pink legs, which would be a custom to be thought about doing before until I did this one. I don't want to deal with the Ram Man for a while. You can do this. It's not that hard of a... It's an easy paint job. The sanding is the annoying bit, unless you don't want to move his knees. In that case, it's probably a really easy custom. But he still works. Excitement. Thanks for watching.